Imagine this, a narrow stretch of water, barely 40 kilometers wide, and yet it controls the fate of the entire global economy. Every single day, nearly 20% of the world's oil passes through this one choke point. Now imagine, it suddenly shuts down. No ships, no oil, no warning. This is the Strait of Hormuz. And if Iran closes it, the consequences could be catastrophic. But here's the real question. Can Iran actually do it? And what happens next if they try? Let's break it down.
آمریکا امام عزیز رو فرمود آمریکا شیطان بزرگ است.
The Strait of Hormuz sits between Iran and Oman, connecting the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea. At its narrowest point is just about 33 kilometers wide. But don't let its size fool you. This is the most important oil transit route on earth. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait all depends on this passage to export oil. And major economies like China, India, Japan depends on it for survival. In simple terms, if Hormuz stops, the world feels it.
The Strait of Hormuz, it's a strategic choke point. Iran has blocked it.
Now, why would Iran even consider something this extreme? The answer lies in pressure. Economic sanctions, military threats, regional conflicts. For Iran, closing Hormuz is not just a move, it's a weapon. A way to say, if we cannot export oil, neither can anyone else. It's leverage, power in its most dangerous form.
Tehran says any attack on its power plants will trigger immediate retaliation, including the full closure of the Strait of Hormuz.
Now comes the critical question. Can Iran really block the Strait of Hormuz? The short answer, yes, but not for long. Iran has several tools at its disposal. Naval mines, fast attack boats, anti-ship missiles, drones. Even temporary disruption can send shock waves across global markets. But there's a catch. The United States' Fifth Fleet is stationed nearby, and any attempt to block the strait would trigger an immediate military response. So yes, Iran can disrupt it, but holding it closed, that's a completely different story. If Hormuz is blocked, oil prices would skyrocket overnight. We are not talking about small increases. We are talking shock levels. $150, even $200 per barrel or more. Fuel prices would surge globally. Inflation would spike. Markets would panic. Countries heavily dependent on oil imports, like India, would feel the pressure almost instantly. Shipping routes would be disrupted. Insurance costs would explode. Global trade would slow down. This wouldn't just be an energy crisis, it would be an economic crisis.
The global economy is starting to show cracks. It is bracing for long-term disruption.
But the biggest danger, war. Closing the Strait of Hormuz is not just an economic move, it's a military escalation. The United States and its allies would not sit back. Naval forces would move in, airstrikes would follow, and suddenly a regional conflict would spiral into something much bigger, much more dangerous.
But here's the thing, no one knows how long that disruption will last, and Iran has pledged to keep fighting.
The Strait of Hormuz is more than just a waterway. It's a pressure point, a global chokehold. And in times of crisis, it becomes one of the most powerful bargaining tools in the world. Iran may never fully close it, but the threat alone is enough to shake the entire planet. Because sometimes, power isn't about what you do, it's about what you can do. If you enjoyed this geopolitical deep dive, check out our video on the US-Israel attack on Iran next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.